Hi, friends. Let's get into this episode of Love Island USA, episode 15. This was a good episode. Probably one of the best of the season so far. So we start off the episode. Taylor's a real one for telling Hedda, like, hey, we're not doing this petty back and forth with you and Jeremiah again. It's clipped, it's wrapped, let it go. And then not for her to last 10 minutes and then immediately go interrupt him and Iris's conversation. Which, like, I just feel like it's petty. Like, you didn't have, if you wanted to have, like, one final, like, this is our last chat and then done, like, so the night can be over and tomorrow's a fresh start, cool. But you didn't have to interrupt his chat with Iris, with his new couple. Like, you could have waited till they were done. And then, not her trying to go in for a goodbye kiss. Oh my gosh. So, do I think their story's over? Probably not. But, we'll see. But, and then we get into the next day, and, Sierra's a real one for telling her, like, look, I almost voted for Jalen because I don't know if you have the capability to move on from this situation in here. And it was so real. And, like, I thought, honestly, Taylor and Sierra's conversations were both productive with Hedda. And, you know, after watching the whole episode, I feel like it kind of worked. But, you know, we'll see. We'll see how long it truly lasts. Because when Jeremiah really gets that bombshell that he, like, really sets his eyes on, and then we'll really see how Hedda acts. But yeah, I thought that was productive. And then I also too thought it was so funny, Taylor trying to interrupt their chat, and she's like, no, we're calm, we got it. And I'm like, see, he was right. He holding her accountable. Love that for you. 10s for Taylor. And then I don't really care if anything else happened. Let's get into Meg. I love Meg down. She looked good. The swimsuits looked good on the girls. The girls had a key. So cute, so fun. That game was the best game they've had all season. I'm not gonna lie. Because the last couple games, people have been, like, trying to be too nice. And, like, they don't want to step on toes or call anybody out, really. So the games haven't really been messy the way they could have been. So they weren't really enjoyable. But this game was cute and fun. And I really did cackle watching the boys dance. And then Huda is not beating those allegations, but she looks good twerking, and so did Olandria. You know, there's got to be one every season. It was Janae last season, it's Olandria this season. Like, if there's one thing that got to have a black girlie with a nice booty, love that for her. And the production knows what they're doing, pairing Olandria and Nick together. All the other boys turn around when Olandria goes, except for Nick. He gets to watch. I love that. And then the bombshells. TJ, he's cute, I guess. He's somebody's type. He's not ugly, but, like, the women bombshells are just so gorgeous. They're, like, 10 out of 10. Like, they're so pretty. And then the boy bombshells are just, like, they're cute. Yeah. So, like, that's always disappointing. It's, like, seeing, like, they're always, I don't know if it's, like, because they're not recruiting, like, 10 out of 10 boys. Like, they can't get those type of guys to come on the show or what. Because the girls are T every season. And the boys are just, sometimes they're duds or they're mid. Obviously, they're not ugly. No one ever is ugly. But they're just, when you can't have them come in together. Like, if you're going to send if you're going to send TJ in by himself, cool. But to send him in and then send, I don't know how to pronounce her name, Adriana, I don't know how to pronounce her name. Send her in as well. Like, of course he looks like a dud compared to her. Body T, face T, and she has an accent. Yeah. The boys win the bombshell game every single time. But, poor Hannah, you know, she getting freaky deaky with Pepe, and he ain't paying her no attention. He see that girl come in with that accent, speaking that Spanish. Yeah, Hannah boo, it's over for you. And then, yeah, that's kind of all I have to say about this episode. The star was Meg. And I'm excited to see what tonight's episode has with the bombshells. stir in the pot and see what that looks like. So yeah, today's debrief is sweet and short. See ya later.